If you're anything like me, Netflix is your go-to for entertainment. But here's something most people don't realize. Your Netflix subscription could give you access to thousands more shows and movies, including all Lord of the Rings movies. You just need the right VPN. And let me show you 3 that actually work with Netflix. Before I get into it, you might be wondering how I tested these VPNs. I spent the last few weeks connecting to Netflix libraries in the US, in UK, Japan, Canada, and not really just once. I tested them repeatedly during peak hours at 2 a.m. in the morning, on weekends, checking if they'd be stable and reliable. And I fired up Wireshark to verify the encryption tunnels. I stress tested connections during actual binge sessions, and I measured real performance while streaming 4K content. And honestly, what I found surprised me. And here's the thing, NordVPN is my #1 pick, but I'm also sharing 2 alternatives that might work better for you depending on what you need. All right, let's get right into it. Like I said, NordVPN is my top choice for Netflix streaming, and I'll be honest, it's not even a close race here. During my testing, I connected to servers in over 60 different countries: US, UK, Japan, Canada, France, Brazil, and NordVPN unblocked Netflix in every single region I tested. Every single one. But here is what really impressed me. NordVPN has this feature called Smart Play that's automatically enabled on all their servers. It's basically a hybrid technology that combines VPN encryption with smart DNS to help bypass geo restrictions. You don't have to set it up or activate anything. It just works in the background whenever you connect. And during my testing, it worked flawlessly. I could stream 4K without buffering across all the different Netflix regions. I tested here in my studio and at home. And I'm talking 12-hour Lord of the Rings extended edition marathons and not a single hiccup. Let me break down the speed tests I ran. My baseline without any VPN was 294 megabits down, and when I connected to a nearby NordVPN server, I got to about 280. It's like a 5% drop. I can't even notice that in real-world use, basically. So, and want to know the crazy part? Even connecting to distant servers halfway across the world, I'm talking Japan, Australia, Brazil, I never dropped below 200 megabits per second, and that's more than enough for multiple simultaneous 4K streams. And latency stayed under 20 milliseconds on nearby servers, which means instant loading when you're jumping between episodes or movies, or you're pausing and then restarting again. And here's why NordVPN stays so reliable for Netflix. They've got over 7,000 servers in 125 countries. Now, why does that matter, you ask? Because when Netflix blocks one server IP address, and they really do this constantly, NordVPN's got hundreds of alternatives in that same country. During my testing, if one server got blocked, I just clicked to another server in the same location, like so. Boom! And then you're back to streaming within seconds. I also ran Wireshark analysis while streaming to see what's actually happening with my connection. I checked for DNS leaks, absolutely nothing. IP leaks, nothing. The encryption tunnel stayed perfect. Then I deliberately killed the VPN connection like this to trigger the kill switch. And as you can see, instant block. All traffic stopped immediately. And Netflix never saw my real IP address, not once. Now, let's talk about pricing, because I know what you're wondering about. NordVPN's monthly plan runs $12.99, which is pretty steep, but the 1-year plan drops to $3.89 per month, and the 2-year plan hits $2.99 per month. And that's, in my opinion, where the real value is. And they give you, as you can see here on the screen, an additional 3 months off. So that's a total of 27 months. Now, I've got an even better deal for NordVPN linked in the description box below, because if you click it, you get to this page here where you can see that you're getting 4 months off instead of just the 3 that's the standard link that everybody gets. So if NordVPN sounds like the right fit for you, check out that link in the description box below. And here's the thing, you can connect up to 10 devices simultaneously in one account. Your laptop, your phone, your tablet, smart TV, whatever. Split it with family or roommates and suddenly you're paying like $1 per person per month on the 2-year plan. And that's less than a single cup of coffee, obviously. They also offer a 30 money back guarantee, which I actually tested and I got my refund in 5 business days. So that was absolutely no hassle. And when it comes to streaming Netflix, NordVPN is my top choice, period. Coming in at number 2 is Surfshark. And honestly, if you need unlimited simultaneous connections, this is your answer. Okay, unlimited connections. I really had to test this properly. So I connected all the devices in my household. I'm talking laptops, I'm talking phones, tablets, consoles, smart TVs, like 15 different devices, all streaming different Netflix libraries at the same time. UK Netflix on one phone, Japanese anime on another, US shows on a laptop. I'm watching, my partner is watching, hell, even all of our cats are watching at the same time, and Surfshark would not care. It handled everything without breaking a sweat. So Surfshark got around 3,200 servers in 100 different countries. It's a solid coverage for Netflix access. And during my testing, I unblocked Netflix US, UK, Japan, and Canada consistently. The speeds were excellent too. My speed test showed only an 8% drop from my baseline connection, still more than enough for like buffer 3 4K streaming. And here's where Surfshark does something different. Nexus technology. Instead of just connecting to one server, your connection routes through their entire network. That sounds a bit complicated, right? But here is what it means for you. Netflix has a harder time detecting you're on a VPN, and when it tested this against Netflix's detection systems, Surfshark never dropped the connection. I tested the kill switch by killing my VPN connection midstream, like this, and as you can see, Surfshark immediately kills all internet traffic. Not a single packet got through. I had Wireshark running to verify, and there were 0 leaks. Their split tunneling worked perfectly too. I kept my banking apps on my regular connection while routing all streaming through the VPN, and there were no issues whatsoever. The mobile app deserves a mention because, honestly, it's better than a desktop version in some ways. Pick a region if you want. If you tap once and it automatically chooses the best server for your country. It's basically just one tap and done. Same thing, you can pause the connection anytime you want or disconnect from the server. It doesn't matter if you're going to connect to UK or to Japan, and it works flawlessly on the mobile app in my testing. Now, if this comparison is helping you figure out which VPN actually works for Netflix, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I test VPNs constantly to make sure these recommendations stay current, and subscribing means you'll catch all of those updates when Netflix inevitably changes their detection systems again. And now let's talk about Surfshark costs. The monthly plan is $15.45, actually more than NordVPN, but the 1-year plan drops to $3.19 per month, and the 2-year plan hits $1.99 per month, significantly cheaper than NordVPN. That unlimited simultaneous connection feature included at every price tier. So if you've got a family of 4, each with multiple devices, everyone gets access. And when you break it down that way, Surfshark becomes insanely good value. They've got a 30-day money-back guarantee too. And when I tested their refund process through live chat, I got approved immediately and money back within a week. Overall, Surfshark is a great option, especially if you've got multiple people in your household all wanting to stream at once. But NordVPN edges it out for pure Netflix performance, in my opinion. All right, ExpressVPN comes in third on my list, but don't let that ranking fool you. It's still an excellent choice for Netflix streaming. So speed-wise, ExpressVPN absolutely dominated my tests. My speed tests showed only 6% drop from baseline on nearby servers. It's really outstanding. Even on distant servers, I was still pulling over 240 megabits per second. The consistency really blew me away. Now, here's the thing about VPN speeds. They change. and they change a lot. So Netflix updates their detection systems. VPNs, they add new servers. The performance, they just shift over time. That's why I send out a newsletter with updates whenever there are major changes to these rankings or when speed basically take a significant hit. Plus, you'll get the top tech news stories each week and deep dives into complicated tech topics that really actually matter. I'll drop a link in the description box below so you can sign up and stay in the loop. A big part of that minimal speed drop is their server coverage. ExpressVPN has servers in 105 countries. That's not quite as many total servers as NordVPN, but the distribution is really excellent. Every major Netflix region has multiple server options, and here's the thing. I never encountered a blocked server during my entire testing period. Not once. That's likely due to their lightweight protocol. Now, I really don't want to bore you with the technical details, but here's what matters. When I compared Lightweight against OpenVPN and WireGuard on the same connections, Lightweight consistently delivered faster speeds and lower latency. So I fired up Wireshark again to check ExpressVPN's connection tunnels. And again, perfect. Not a single leak across multiple connections and disconnection cycles. And when I simulate a network failure to trigger the kill switch like this, it responds instantly, as you can see. Their split tunneling also worked exactly as it should in my tests. And here's something brilliant if you're streaming on devices that don't support VPN apps. You know, smart TVs, some smart TVs, or gaming consoles. ExpressVPN includes this feature called Media Streamer. It's basically a smart DNS service built into your subscription. I've been using this a lot for my Apple TV before they allowed third-party VPN apps to be installed directly, and it worked perfectly every single time. Okay, let's talk about what does ExpressVPN cost? The monthly plan is $12.99. The 1-year plan drops to $4.99 per month, and the 2-year plan hits $3.49 per month. Those prices are basically identical to NordVPN's, so cost isn't really a deciding factor between these two. But with NordVPN, as I said, you get an extra month for free. So do check out the links in the description where you have all the links that you need to sign up for the VPN that you end up deciding for. But, I mean, what you are actually choosing is NordVPN's larger server network versus ExpressVPN's lightweight protocol and maybe slightly faster speeds in my testing. So, with the top 3 out of the way, you're probably wondering, is there a free VPN option for Netflix that I can use? Sure. Let me talk about Privado VPN as a free choice, but I need to temper your expectations here a little bit because Privado offers a free plan with some serious limitations. The free plan caps you at 10 gigabytes of high-speed data per month. Let me put that into perspective. Streaming 1 hour of HD Netflix content uses about, let's say, 3 gigabytes. So you're looking at maybe 3-4 episodes total per month before you hit that cap. That's like 1 movie and you're basically done. You want to stream 4K? Well, really, forget it. You'd burn through 10 gigabytes in under 2 hours. The free plan only gives you access to servers in 13 different countries. And as you can see, selection is quite limited. During my testing, I could access US Netflix pretty reliably, but UK, Japan, Canada were inconsistent. Sometimes it worked, sometimes Netflix detected the VPN and blocked it, so it was a little bit difficult. Speed is where the free plan really struggles as well. My test showed speeds around 40 to 50 megabits on nearby servers. I mean, that's probably fine for HD streaming. But I noticed buffering when jumping to different parts of episodes. And 4K, well, I mean, you just get constant buffering. It's just super frustrating, and I would not recommend that. So why even mention a free option? Here's the thing. Privado's VPN has a free plan, right? It's genuinely useful if you just want to occasionally access different Netflix libraries for one specific show or movie. Like, you heard about this, I don't know, amazing Japanese anime that's not in your region, you connect, you watch it over a week, and then you are done. For that use case, it really works. But if you upgrade to their paid version, you get unlimited data and access to servers in over 50 countries. Actually, yeah, pretty solid. But at that point, you're paying almost as much as Surfshark, which offers better overall performance. Look, and here's my honest take. If you're just testing the waters with VPNs and Netflix, or you just want to watch like one specific show from another region, Privado will possibly get you there with some frustrations along the way. But for regular Netflix streaming across multiple libraries, that 10 gigabytes cap is going to get frustrating really quick. For everyone else, you really need a paid service. The speed difference alone justifies the cost when you're trying to stream 4K content. And with a VPN, you can unlock a lot of the movies that you would otherwise get when you sign up to a different service, for example, to HBO or something like that, which costs another $20 a month. So overall, you get all your movies a lot cheaper. And then we have a reliability factor that cannot be overstated. Netflix constantly updates its VPN detection systems, and free VPNs simply can't keep up with that cat and mouse game, if you will. All right, let me talk about something nobody really mentions, that I think consistency matters more than raw speed for Netflix streaming. A VPN that's slightly slower but never gets detected by Netflix, infinitely more valuable than a blazing fast VPN that gets blocked every other day. NordVPN hit that sweet spot better than anything I've tested, and server switching speed is crucial too. So when you're browsing through different regions, looking for that one show, you don't want to wait forever. And with NordVPN and Surfshark, server connections typically happen in under 5 seconds, and ExpressVPN was similarly fast. And here's something else. App stability during long streaming sessions. I tested all these VPNs during actual binge sessions. NordVPN streamed for 12 hours straight, 0 disconnects, not once. ExpressVPN, same thing, rock solid. Surfshark had 1 disconnect during a 4-hour session. It's annoying, sure, but I mean, 1 disconnect in few hours, I can live with that. I mean, for the price, it's still good. And here's the bottom line. If you want to unlock the full potential of your Netflix subscription and access thousands of shows and movies that aren't really available in your region, or you are used to your vast US Netflix library and you're traveling to Europe and suddenly you don't find your favorite show, well, you need a really reliable VPN to unlock that. And NordVPN is my top recommendation. It's the best balance of speed, reliability, server coverage, and value. And Surfshark is perfect if you need unlimited device connections and you want to save money. It's great for families or households with multiple people streaming. And ExpressVPN is the option for people who demand the absolute best performance and don't mind really paying a little bit of a premium for it. So all 3 are linked in the description box with the best deals I could negotiate for you. And if you sign up through one of my links, you'll also support the channel. And if this video helped you figure out which VPN to choose, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which one you're going with. I'm curious to see what matters most to you. Is it speed? Is it price? Or device limits? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.